Hachette Audio presents How Safe Are We? Homeland Security Since 9/11. Written by Janet Napolitano with Karen Breslau. Read by Caitlin Davies, with an introduction read by Janet Napolitano.
For my family and for my friends, who have often acted as a supplemental family, you know who you are. For all the colleagues I've had the privilege of working with during my years in public service, it's been my honor to serve alongside you. And finally, for the American people, whose spirit never ceases to amaze and inspire me. Introduction. Like most Americans of a certain age, I remember exactly where I was and what I was doing when our country was attacked on the morning of September 11th, 2001. It was shortly before 7 a.m. in Phoenix, Arizona, and I was home getting ready for work when I heard on NPR that a plane had flown into one of the World Trade Center towers. The cause was being described as a possible air traffic control problem. A few minutes later, as I was drying my hair, I heard the announcement that stopped me cold, that the second tower had been hit. I knew then, along with the rest of America, that this wasn't an accident. I was the Attorney General of Arizona at that time, and the moment I heard that the second tower had been hit, I dropped my hairdryer and went into crisis mode. I called my Chief of Staff to activate our team and run through our plans should there be an attack on Arizona. A few minutes later, I got a call from Governor Jane D. Hull, asking whether she had the legal authority to scramble National Guard jets to protect the state's Palo Verde nuclear generating station, the largest power plant in the nation. I took a beat. It's in my nature to plan for everything, to prepare for every eventuality. But there was no plan for this. I had to make a call. I told the governor that without authorization from the Pentagon, she could not activate the Guard since it was both a federal and a state asset. By this point, we'd learned that the Pentagon had also been hit by a commercial airliner and was in flames. There would be no answer from Washington that day. As a high-level state government official, the near silence from the federal government was eerie. In the chaotic first hours after the attacks, President George W. Bush was aboard Air Force One, flanked by F-16s, as he was flown from one military base to another, unable to communicate reliably with his cabinet, leaders of Congress, or the American people.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?